Hey, it's Coach Wilson here, and you've probably heard the million and one ways how to lose your belly fat the fastest way. You've probably been on to Google and typed it in, and here we are. We're still none the wiser and probably more confused than ever. You've probably seen all the pills and all the creams and all those. What happened to those wraps that was all over Facebook just a year ago? We don't tend to see those anymore, do we? Which is funny enough, because we tend to find fake when we see one. But yeah, what is the fastest way to lose belly fat? Well, it's none of those gimmicks. I can let you know that for certain. The fastest way is and always going to be creating a calorie deficit. Okay, that's how fat loss happens, right? Sure, you might use one of those wraps, or you might go on like some emergency fat loss plan. So it's just water. You're getting rid of fluid from the belly, so you see short-term results, which then end up piling back on, right? So always the fastest way to lose belly fat is always going to be the slow and steady way to lose belly fat, and I'm afraid that is creating a calorie deficit and doing it day in, day out until you get to your desired result. Now, much like you didn't get out of shape by eating one meal or having one big blowout or having that slice of cake or downing that bottle of wine, it doesn't happen in one serving, does it? It happens over time, and that's why breaking those habits and those routines and patterns and the things that you like can be so challenging in creating change. But just like it didn't change in the day, you didn't gain the weight in a day, you're not going to lose it in a day. So always the fastest way is going to be the only way. That way you're not kidding about, going back and forth, losing a bit of weight and then gaining it all back on again. The quick routes end up being the longest routes. So my challenge for you guys is to go the slow and steady route. I say slow and steady, you're going to see results straight away, but just create a calorie deficit that you can maintain, because that's the key thing here. There's so many diets that are out there, and it doesn't matter which way you dress it up. It might be going paleo and removing grains. It might be going vegan and removing animal protein, right? All they're doing is removing a food group, so it makes it more difficult for you to get calories. It doesn't matter which way you dress it up, what diet you're on, somewhere down the line for it to work, there is a calorie deficit. So with that in mind, all you've then got to figure out is, well, which one can you keep doing? Which one can you keep up? And then keep doing it day in, day out, and be consistent to it. So that's the real message that I wanted to share with you guys, is that the fastest way is the consistent way. And the routine, the diet, the practice that you can do in, day out, keep it up, because much like you didn't gain the weight overnight, you ain't going to lose it overnight. And sure, there's little tricks that we can do, and I'm going to be showing you those over the next coming days. I'm going to show you some exercises which can help improve your posture, to remove the rolls from your belly, and exercises that are going to strengthen your core. If you haven't already signed up to my 6-day Stronger Core Challenge, have you been living under a rock? If not, then get your name signed up to it right now. There should be a link somewhere about where you can get signed up to that daily coaching to receive it in your inbox every single day. But the real message, guys, is that all this nonsense, all this fluff that you hear touted about, all these wraps and pills and creams, there is no the fastest way. The fastest way for you to lose belly fat is always going to be the way of you being consistent and showing up every single day to do the work. And it all comes down to creating a calorie deficit. So for one person that might be walking, for another person that might be lifting weights, for another person that might be playing tennis, for another person that might be controlling calories that they're eating. I kind of like to eat food, so I tend to do the best form of exercise that allows me to eat food, and lots of it, without having to sacrifice loads and loads of time at the gym. So that's the type of form of exercise that I like to do. But ultimately, it doesn't matter which way or what approach we look upon. What really does matter always is your adherence, sticking to the program, and your consistency, doing it day in, day out. I hope that helps. If it does, throw up a thumb or give it a like or share it about. Let this message get out there, because this is the thing. This stuff isn't being spoken about, or it is, but we need, we need to share it to make sure that it gets out there, because unfortunately it's always these guys that want to sell a supplement or a wrap or make a quick buck here and there, not really getting the important information out that's going to help people. So I hope that helps, and if it does, you'll definitely like my 6-day Stronger Core Challenge if you haven't already signed up for it. So click the link and do so, and I'll see you in the next video.